Hey, what's poppin'? It's Topher here. This is Hyphy Go. Is buying and collecting video games physically possible in the Philippines? Yes, it's not impossible. You can collect modern, you can collect retro even physically. Retro is a challenge, and it's a challenge that I do accept. It was a hustle that I used to do back in San Francisco. I used to buy and sell video games. I was a video game vendor and I sold video games online. And I know the methods, and I've applied these methods here as well to build this collection.
I can tell you I don't have money. But what I do have are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career.
I have 100% solid evidence that you can collect physical games out here in the Philippines. I have a stack right here on my side of my desk. I'm going to show you one by one what games I've picked up recently out here in the Philippines. So we're going to start off with my favorite title in the stack. We got 50 Cent, Blood in the Sand. Right here is pricey as like right now on Price Chart is way too much money for me to pay any sort of cash on. So shout out to Curtis Jackson, aka 50 Cent, who lent his voice among other G Unit members for this Gears of War clone. One of the main reasons why I like this game, because it plays like a Gears of War clone. You know what I'm saying? That's the main reason why I picked it up, because I'm a big fan of Gears of War and I'm a big fan of Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent. Many men wish death upon me. That one, I'm glad I was able to pick up. So the next three titles I'm going to talk about are also from the exact same pickup. So I got these 4 games in a trade. I picked up Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. So Eternal Darkness is an interesting ass game. It's for the GameCube. I'm not sure if it came out on other platforms. I only know that it came out on GameCube. And this game right here, it's like set in the year 2000, you know what I'm saying? That goes with that character. What's her name? Alex. It starts off with her and she discovers this book. It goes through several different perspectives of other people that were living during that millennia period. So from war to war to war to war of different generations. And it's an interesting game. She's trying to discover a reason as to why her grandma got murdered. Solid pickup for the GameCube. Another thing that I picked up for the GameCube, it's a collaboration between Shinji Mikami and the highly renowned Suda51 with Grasshopper Manufacturer. We talking about Killer 7 on the GameCube. I know this came out on the PS2. I don't know if it came out on other platforms. This was a cool pickup with these 2 other games. There's another game that I'm going to talk about. Killer 7, Suda51 type game. It's about this dude that's in a wheelchair. He got like split personalities, but they're assassin personalities. So it goes off on that trope right there. That doesn't happen quite often with split personality video games. Not only did we pick up these 3 games, we got this banger right here. This came out on the Wii first. We got Silent Hill Shattered Memories. So with this one, it plays different than the rest of the other ports that it went on because you can use the Wiimote with this. This was a solid pickup. You already know Silent Hill, banger. Traded for these titles to the chairman. And if you're plugged into the retro community out here, you know exactly who I'm talking about. So shout out to you, the chairman. And one more game, it's not a retro game because it's still kind of current gen, maybe previous gen. I got this from a vendor for 700 pesos. I got Death Squared. I like this game. It might not look like much, but you're basically these 2 cubes. You control these 2 cubes separately. You can customize them kind of. And it's kind of like a puzzle strategy game where you got to move these blocks onto these platforms so you can solve the puzzle. And there's these things that get in the way, these lasers that shoot you. You can fall off the side of the platforms. If you like Portal or other puzzle type games, you'll enjoy this. I died hella times in this game, but it's so satisfying when you're able to solve the puzzle. I would highly recommend this, but it's kind of rare. It did get reprinted by VGP. At one point. It's one of those one print games right there, you see that in the corner. I highly recommend this if you can get this for cheap. It's kind of pricey right now because it's hard to find. I highly doubt that they're going to reprint this again because not many people talk about Death Squared. Yeah, it's an early print of one print games. That's literal evidence that you can pick up physical games.
Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you.
But I'm mainly looking for PS5. I'm looking modern stuff. PS5, PS4, Xbox. If there's anything cool that there might be on Series, there's not much. I'm gonna try to go heavy on non-keycard titles for Switch 2 and stuff that's only available on keycard. I might even scoop. I don't want my collection for Switch 2 to be primarily keycard just because you gotta download it. I accept the challenge of hunting for video games. There are online marketplaces. You could trade with folks. That's a real thing. People still trade. You can't trade digital games though. But physical games, you could definitely trade. A little money's involved. You need a little skill, a little finesse. You can work out the competition. Retro and modern video game hunting is real. Y'all might believe that it's challenging here to get physical games, whether it's modern or retro, because there's a limited quantity of it. Very limited. Luckily, I'm in the Metro Manila area. I'm able to secure games. I don't do it all the time. I literally do not. I choose not to get the deals all the time. I literally just don't. I'm buying too many games. Like straight up. There's enough for everyone. I'm not one of those crazy game hungry people that must have it for themselves. Everyone can eat, bro. Everyone can eat. There's enough fish in this sea. Everyone can eat. I do recognize that there's not a ton of retro video game shops here. There are some shops. There are stores that sell pre-owned games, whether it's modern or retro. And that's stuff that you need to find out on your own physically. I bumped into people and made conversation with folks. I've bumped into certain places to figure out where I am hunting. And you could do that as well. It's real. Like you literally can find all types of retro, all types of modern. You can get consoles, you can get modded units, you can do all of that. And you can have a really wonderful gaming experience out here. It just takes a little bit of effort. And if you got no patience and you got no effort, then you need money. So we know that we only got a year left, like less than a year left. I don't know, whatever Sony wants to do. PS3 stores closing, Vita stores closing, the digital online shops. Watch the prices of those stuff go higher. I would aim for those before the surge prices hit you, man. I don't recommend to buy when it's inflated. It will definitely settle down. Be wary. Price charting is your friend. Look at how the market went. See what it's actually worth. Have some patience, you know what I'm saying? Don't panic buy. People are gonna panic buy after the notification of them closing the PS3 digital store, them closing the PS Vita store, and the announcement of physical to digital, where there's not gonna be physical PlayStation games printed no more. So that's gonna suck. In turn, I believe that modern and retro stores are going to thrive. Modern's gonna die first, but retro stores, they're gonna thrive. There's gonna be a surge of people panic buying. There's gonna be a surge of people that are not able to access the digital games, that need to go physical. And they will seek these stores, these pre-owned stores, these retro stores, these secondhand shops, so they can get the games that they need to play. Obviously, they won't be able to play the latest releases. We'll see what Sony does to respond to that, but they won't be able to play the newest releases, but they'll still be able to play a plethora of games. There's hella PS4 games. There's hella Xbox 360 games. There's hella PS3 games. There's more than enough for everyone to play a lifetime of games. Even I have a lifetime of games. That's why I've sold stuff here and there, so I could focus on what I really want to play. I recommend getting the PS3 and 360 while you can. Like, I highly recommend that because the older consoles are getting out of reach due to the surge in pricing. Physical media death is on the horizon. You know what I'm saying? You got to do your research and start getting the games you want now, because there's a finite amount of games there are. I just recommend not overpaying for them. You might have to be patient and wait, because paying for them during the panic, you're going to pay more. It'll equalize because some games get erroneously raised in value just because it's a popular title, and later on it actually levels out to what it's actually worth, because there's so much of that game out there. So just be careful of that. You know, people really don't want to hop on the digital train. They'll probably go back to buying more retro. Prices may go up on truly worthy. It'll be a flood, and it's funny and that it's trending, but prices will go up for sure after that. Once PS6 becomes a reality, you know what I'm saying? PS6 is real. That's like literally coming. Who knows when? But when it comes, PS5, that might go on a high. That's why I'm collecting PS5 now. I ain't gonna pay the upper price, man. I ain't gonna pay the inflated values. No way. That's why I'm aiming for PS4, PS5, Nintendo Switch, Nintendo Switch 2, Xbox 360, yeah. But Xbox 360 is already getting higher and expensive. I'm aiming for those. That's what I'm aiming for. I ain't trying to pay too much money, bro. Not worth it. Is buying and collecting physical video games possible in the Philippines? Yeah, it's entirely possible. You can still do it. There's online marketplaces. There are retail stores that still sell them, man. They're still selling games. You still got time. It's not till 2028 till printing of physical games for PlayStation stops. We don't know what Project Helix is going to be. They mentioned that they're going to do a physical conversion You know what I'm saying? From physical digital conversion, which I don't really care for much about. And Nintendo Switch is still here. If I get the key card, I make sure I had it downloaded on my system. That's all I gotta say. So you could play it without connecting to the internet after the fact. Because I can't guarantee those shops are gonna let you download them forever. Have a good sized memory card. That's what I suggest for any of the key card people. Anybody that has a key card game, have that on a good sized memory card. That's all I gotta say. That's the only way you can protect that key card game, is if you protect that memory card. I have dedicated memory cards for my dedicated handhelds, man, and I usually go for that biggest size every time. I upgrade my consoles as well on the cheap. Don't get me wrong, I don't pay money for them. I do the trade credit game whenever I go to the States. It's literally possible. It's not possible if you're a lazy. There's literally game stores here. Modern game stores. We're gonna talk about Game One, Game Extreme, Data Blitz. I'm not gatekeeping the corporate video game shops that are available in many of the malls. Game Line, come on now. Those are available around the Philippines and you can get video games now. Go get them now. PS5, PS4, Switch, Switch 2, some Xbox. They are available. Get them while you can, because media is dying. I suggest you don't wait. And that's talking about the current modern gen. You can buy them at your modern stores. You can buy that. For retro, you're gonna have to do a little work. You're gonna have to find those shops. You're gonna have to find those secondhand sellers, man. But you can find them. You gotta have your budget in mind. I think Nintendo is gonna keep it alive for a bit, honestly. People are still printing on Switch. We're not talking about Switch 2. People are still printing games on Switch. Until Nintendo stops folks from doing that, you know what I'm saying? There's still a viable option of collecting. They're releasing compilation packs here, I noticed. You can get ACA Neo Geo Collection Selection freaking titles out here. A lot of stuff is releasing both on Switch and Switch 2 till this day.
To this day!
Those are good options, and that's gonna last for a bit because Nintendo knows people collect their shit, but they know which way they're going because the key cards do exist. That was a symbol. Key cards act like those empty discs, man. Licenses to play the downloaded game. Literally what they are. They're keys. Xbox, we know they're going out. That's why they're doing the conversion from, hey, you got the physical? Pop it in. We'll give you the digital license. Because in the end, we're not going to use the physical no more. It's gone. It's done. Just get your physical now. Don't buy the future digital systems. If literally all the consoles go digital, you just need to go on PC at that point.
For more HiFi Gold content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.